Okay, I am recording this session. Okay, so you are doing a financial transaction. Okay, which are millions of transaction online. This is your first. Okay, which will be concurrent, and then you want to detect the fraud. Okay, you want to identify suspicious transaction or patterns. Okay, if you do any transaction in your credit card more than 50,000, you will immediately get a call. Okay,
Okay.
so have you done it any time before?
For any transaction, immediately get a call.
Yeah.
It's call for OTP, I think.
No,
Something.
no, not ODP. Bank will directly call you. They will directly call you and they will get confirmation. Have you done this?
Yeah. Sometimes transaction, they ask you,
Uh,
are you sure you are transferring?
uh,
So they tell yes, like click star or something. Yeah.
uh, this is what
Right?
this is what it will detect. Okay, if there is no normal pattern. Okay, if your pattern is different, then it will detect. Okay, there is something fraud. Okay, so then they will ask. Okay, are you doing this or someone is doing? Once you confirm, then it will go that it will be done, the transaction will be completed. Okay, so then you have something called credit score. Okay, risk management and portfolio, based on this you will get credit cards. Okay, you keep on getting calls based on your credit score. So this back end they will be calculating how much your portfolio is. Okay, and how much you are qualified for loans, all that back end they will be doing, and this will be generating the reports. And this guy you cannot give loans, you need to reduce it. Okay, Kotak Mahindra will do it every 2 weeks, he will do it. Okay, and let's say you have 5 lakh limit. Okay, if you are using high credit cards, then they will detect, they will see it, you are using very high. From 5 lakhs they will reduce your limit to 2 lakhs. They will not tell what is the reason, but they will be doing all this analytics backend. Based on this scoring model, they will increase and or reduce your capacity, lending capacity. Then you have regulatory reporting. Okay, so you need to follow some audit requirements, compliance requirement. Okay, so that requirement you need to present to the bank. So we are into this standard, so this is how we are doing. Okay, then this is how it will go from the transaction pipeline. Then you will
Can
process all that.
maximize can maximize the PDF
Okay,
this image. Okay.
okay, so so they will be doing all this pipeline. You see it here, banking app, then online trading platform, then your customer service, ATM, all these will be going through this data processing. Okay, so once you have all this processing, you will have this final report. So then these guys will keep on calling you, or if there is any alert, banks will call, or any compliance, all that this will be happening through this SQL server only, backend. Okay, that is one. Then you have, after banking you have social media. Okay, so you have social media where everything will be running in the backend analytics. Okay, so you have social media here. Okay,
Yes.
so all are will be using the targets here, your ad targets. You are the consumer, you are not the user, you are the consumer. Okay, like Facebook, Netflix, or Spotify, Instagram.
I'm not user.
No, you are not a user. Okay, you are a consumer. Okay, so they will use your data. Okay, you are generating data. Okay, and you are a ad target to them. Okay, so if you are keep on watching the content, then they will be getting that money. Okay, that is how social media and entertainment platform will work. Okay, so
Okay.
it will be SQL, it will be managing your user generated content, what type of content you like, what type of personalized experience you want. Okay, so it will be like content management, what type of content you post or you use or you interact. Okay, so then it will be giving you recommendation. If you watch funny videos, you get all that particular funny videos. Okay, if you watch one sports video, you get all that particular sports video. Okay, just one recommendation, it will keep on giving you that particular recommendation. So that will be doing that analytic service here. Okay, so then you will have your query optimizer, everything it will be doing at the initial level. Once they know your preference, then there will be analytics here. Okay, engagement analytics, how you will be engaged. Okay, so then so which content you like, what you track, what you share, what you comment, everything it will be processed. Okay, so based on that your ads will get targeted. Okay, so if you are clicking on the ad, or how you are segmented, means what is your age, what is your preference, what is your location, what type of shopping you do, what type of career aspiration you have. Let's say you are a student. Okay, now you are searching for a SQL server or some kind of job. Okay, then they will know that a student who is looking for job, what should be his target, what he will be looking or she will be looking, then they will know. Okay, if you are a sports person, okay, or a martial artist, or a real or content maker, then they will target based on your analytics or engagements. Okay, so that is how it will be used to personalize your advertising. So this is where it all process here. Okay, so then we have something called cyber security. Okay, so cyber security is, okay, so it is very vast topic here for cyber security. Okay, so everything it will be you will be analyzing here. Okay, you have log analysis from camera, from your all devices, your mobile devices, laptops, servers, network devices, everything it will be coming through that, and then you will be detecting the intrusion. Okay, any hackers are attempting to log in, so that also you will be checking it with log analysis. So everything logs will be generated. Okay, so my computer generates per second at least 10 to 15 it will generate per second. Okay, so based on that query, you will analyze what is being happening on my network, what is happening on my apps or users or my devices. Okay, based on that I will review the access control, whether you require particular user access or I should revoke a user access. So whether I need to allow you login hours or I need to restrict you. Okay, so if something is critical breach, how I want to respond. Okay, whether I want to block it or I want to isolate or I need to shut it down. So based on this I will generate a response plan. So in case of breach, what should be my strategy. Okay, then you are having a compliance here. Okay, so how you are compiled with the audit requirement. Okay, so your data should be safe, it should not be leaked. Okay, or only the authorized personnel should access it, and you should store the data for 10 years minimum. All that you will be tracking it. Okay, with the help of SQL servers. Okay, then you have something called education and e-learning. Okay, so
In compliance auditing, means data could be deleted, right?
no, so compliance means, okay, uh, you studied your metric, right, 10th class, where you studied 10th class.
Need not this only.
Okay,
10 plus.
so wherever you studied, okay, they have to keep your school records for 30 years.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
no matter whether they sell the school or some other take it over, but they have to maintain your records for minimum 30 years. Okay, they cannot delete it for 10 years. Okay,
Oh, in board only, board.
not board, for your school I am talking about.
Oh,
You
so 10th is board, right? 10th
Yeah,
is board exam. So I thought in board they will
in board,
see.
they will have your records there itself. Okay, but in school they should not be deleting it. Let's say
Oh,
person A is running school in 2000. Okay,
yeah.
uh, person B is running from 2010. Okay, he cannot delete. Okay, I will delete all the old records from 2000. Okay,
Okay.
if somebody person C take it over, okay, that school, okay,
Hmm.
he cannot delete that record. So these are 20 years old record, I will delete. If he deletes it, then it will be a legal compliance, means he is doing some fraud.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are all compliance purpose, they should maintain those records.
Okay.
Okay, then you have education and e-learning. Okay, so we have something called
So e-learning is a online learning, right?
yeah, online learning. Okay,
Okay.
so first thing is academic records. So just now we were seeing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so after what is that 2000 from 2014 I guess. Okay, or 2014 or 2012, every certificate can be traced back to its origin. Okay, it can be validated online. Before 2014 you cannot online, you cannot verify it through online. Okay, so they had made a system in India, any certificate that you acquire post 2014, it will be verified online whether this is genuine or fake. You just put your id number or hall ticket number or your certificate number, that will give you that genuine record, this is what your certificate is. Okay,
Yes.
then you have course content. Okay, what type of content student is interested. Okay, so these are all the e-learning platform, government also develops these e-learning platforms. Okay, where you will get all the recommendation just like YouTube. Okay, then you have research data management. So what type of research data is available, what type of data is available for complex research, all this. Then you will have something called reporting. Okay, so how that tracking is enabled, whether the student is doing properly the course or not, whether he is just clicking next, they will also be doing, right, click next, finish. So how you are tracking it, how your watch time is. So all this will be tracked.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So that is with the analytics and all these services. Then you have supply chain management. Okay.
Mean you are saying administrative reporting means you are mean you are
Hmm? Sorry.
mean they are checking say you are mean both going through the course or you are just studying properly or meaning you are next you said.
Yeah, yeah. So that report it will generate like this guy. Okay. Instead of spending 2 hours in the course in this particular section, he has spent only 3 minutes.
Oh, okay, okay. That report will come. Okay.
Okay. So then they will say, okay, how come you completed 2 hours course in 3 minutes?
Uh, that
Okay.
is true.
So then they will tell, okay, you have not completed. So there is a integrity issue. You go back and you do properly, and then come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Then you have supply chain and logistics. Okay. Supply chain and logistics. Okay. So you will have you need to have real time tracking here. Okay.
Mm.
So you should not be uh, having your tracking. Okay. Just like Amazon, Walmart, Flipkart. In one example I told you, right, if you have stock you should be updating in real time. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So if there is no stock you should mention that there is no stock. Okay,
Mm.
you should not be telling we will come back later or like that. Okay, so that should be real time tracking, and the customer should also know where your delivery is, where your item is there. It should be tracking. So then you will have something called supplier performance and analysis. Okay, so you have contacted with one supplier. Okay, he was um, one apparels provider. Okay, let's say socks. uh, he is not supplying it properly. Okay, then you will choose a different vendor for that. So you will be doing a performance analysis and procurement optimization, you will be doing that. Okay, so then you have demand forecasting. Okay, you will be using the historical sales here. Okay, how your demand forecasting is in summer. You will have some products going high, in winter some products will go down, in winter some products will go high, or in rainy season some products will be demanding. So all that you will have demand forecasting using the historical sales data. Okay,
Mm.
so that also you will be optimizing it. Okay, based on the warehouse, your delivery routes, all that. Okay, so let's say you have um, one type of users in one location and different type of user in rural area. Okay, if there is a delay in urban areas, okay, your product may get cancelled.
Yes.
Okay, in rural areas they will wait for 2 3 days extra. Okay, but urban people's behavior will be different, and rural people behavior will be different. Then you will be making sure that the delivery routes are accessible. Okay, so it
Mm.
should not be having delay. So all these you should be tracking it.
Yes.
Okay, for delivery, supply chain and logistics management. Okay, then we have something called cross industry. Okay, cross industry technical applications. Okay, so cross industry technical application means
Can maximize sorry, little bit just. Okay, okay.
okay.
Mm.
So you are managing it, the database. If you are managing the database management, okay, you are going to do a create, alter, drop or index X. So you will be doing this main database will be, you will be doing this and you will be altering it here. These things you will be doing it in the data management. So you have text here, you have graphics here, okay. Then you have warehousing. Warehousing is you are integrating data from multiple source for analytics purpose, okay. So you have here ETL process here. You extract it, transform it and then load, okay. So you are having multiple streams, okay. Then you are doing all that
But
activities.
yeah, what is the detailed process at SQL?
So ETL is like you will extract the data, okay.
Okay.
Let's say you have data in text file, okay. So you extracted it from a library, okay, which was in PDF format,
Okay.
okay. You extracted that files from PDF format, okay. You scanned it. Now you want to transform that PDF files into documents, okay. So now you are converting PDF into document format, docx. So you are transforming it, okay. So now what you want to do, you want to load those documents, okay, into web pages as HTML pages inside a website, okay. That is your ETL process. So from one way you are extracting, then you are transforming, then you are loading it. So now you want to load that particular text files into a rows and columns,
Yes.
okay. That is how you are going to do that ETL process, okay. You
Yes.
can, your extraction can be anything, or you want to transform it to some other data, then you are loading it into some other stream. That is how your ETL process will be, okay. Then you have uh, web development, okay. So web development is where you will be developing,
Backend.
yeah, your transactions or data operations for web applications. So where you will be using it for transactions, or preparing a statements, okay. So this is a cross industry application, okay. So then you are using it for data science, where you are extracting and processing the data, okay. So now you are doing it for machine learning decision or machine learning models, okay. So you will be using it for data science. So you will extract it, you will just put that to data science. So those guys will be pulling that data, okay, from that SQL Server, okay. So these are all the functions that SQL Server will give them to utilize it. Subqueries, CTE, all this we will see it in theoretical part. Then you have something called real-time analytics, okay. So you will be monitoring the live business metrics, okay. Let's say if someone triggered it, okay. So now you are materializing that particular product or particular design. That is what real-time analytics is, okay. Then you have something called core skills now. So what are your core skills now? It should be, okay. So for so now it comes to your professional roles and what will be that skills are required. Okay. So if you are going for a financial analyst, okay, so you will model financial data and then you will generate a compliance report if you are a financial analyst. Okay, if you are going with a data analyst, okay, then you will have a querying the database to generate or visualize the trends.
Yes.
So all are using it for their different purpose. Okay,
Yeah.
how you are using that depends, that defines your role.
Mm.
So we have data scientist. Okay, so this guy will do it, extract and clean the data. Okay, so he will be doing it for machine learning. So all the data he will be giving it for ML. So whereas
Yes.
data analyst, he will just visualize the trends. Okay, this is how the trend is. So then you have a back-end developer. Okay, he will design the schemas, means how that database should look like. What are the columns? What are the foreign key? What is the primary key? All that he will be doing it. A back-end developer. Okay. Then you have business analyst. Okay. These people will translate business questions into SQL queries.
Mm.
Okay, what type of business you require, what is your customer, who is your customer, what type of products you sell,
Yes. Yes.
all that they will do that analysis.
Mm.
Then you have someone called database administrator. Okay, so this guy, what he will do, he will manage all these people, all these five guys he will manage and he will give security. Okay,
Oh
uh,
my God.
he will give security and he will be managing if the data should not be corrupted. Okay, if you are hosting it in Delhi,
Mm.
then it should be replicated and it should be available in Mumbai also. And if Mumbai goes down, it should be available in cloud. So all that options this guy database administrator will be looking at. So these are all your SQL skills in the professional roles. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
So now,
Most tough, I think tough is database administrator, right? Because they are handling, means they are the vendor, right?
I see for my level, I don't find it is very easier for among all. Okay.
Yeah, because business analyst they are only asking questions with the problems and solutions. Okay, but they are actually protecting something. So
See, this will depend on the personal choice. Okay. So for me, if you ask, okay, what will be the toughest, I will tell you. Okay. So the data scientist role will be toughest, I will tell you. Okay. So why? Because he has to get the data inside the SQL server. See, I will give him lot of options. Okay, what he need to do, he has to put a pipeline from multiple sources, and he has to give it to multiple sources. So he has to give it to machine learning. Okay, so that is not an easy process to extract and clean the data. Okay, so for my experience, my database admin is the easiest among all. Okay, if you are a beginner, then you will find it like DBA is a tough role. Okay, it defines how you look at the job role and your existing knowledge. Okay, so then we have why it is still essential. Okay, so why SQL remains essential. Okay, so you have reasons here. Okay, so universally, okay, you have here MySQL will work. Okay, these are all open source. Postgres, SQL, SQL Server, Oracle, these are all universally acceptable databases. Okay, so if you know, if you are expertise in SQL, then you can easily manage all these, most of it. Okay, which are widely accepted. Okay, then you have something called scalability. Okay, so it can handle from KB, MB, GB, TB and PB. Okay, so we have not yet seen any petabytes data. Okay, so once your data grows to petabyte also, so SQL Server will handle that type of data also. Okay, so then you have something called ACID compliance. Okay, it will ensure that your data is integrity for critical transaction. Okay, like your atomicity, everything it will be protected, all or nothing. Okay, then you have something called consistency. So this we have already discussed, I don't want to go into details now. Okay, so then you have interoperability. Okay, so you can use the Python tools or Java or Tableau or any other tools to extract the SQL Server, to extract the data. You don't have to stick to one language. So you just connect it to SQL Server, then you can put that data, you can connect back or you can pull that data. Okay, you don't need any SSMS. Okay, you are developing an application, what you do, you connect the SQL Server here. Okay,
Yes.
so
By Python or Java that you are AI.
so you can do that connectivity. Okay, we will have that connectivity also chapter. Okay, so we will see how these are all connected. You can pull that data. Okay, so your SQL is just like water. Okay, you are pumping the water. It is just you want to connect it. That's it. Once you connect it, so it is how you open up the tap. Okay, so then you have your career value. This is already you selected this. Okay, this is the most in demand technical skills. Okay, so after they join as a analyst or as a software engineer, then they will come to know DBA is a field where there is a demand for it is consistent. Okay, so then whether you are NoSQL data or SQL, okay, SQL will be completely on the rational part, structured data. Okay, so NoSQL will be your unstructured or semi-structured data. Okay, that is an overview. Okay, so let's go for a quick reference now. Okay, so SQL by industry, who all will be using for finance. Okay, transaction processing and fraud detection. Okay, so you have
SQL, this is SQL by industry. Mean?
so who is using the SQL Server here? Okay, so finance, your JP Morgan and PayPal is using the Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, healthcare, EHR management, your healthcare, Mayo Clinic and Epic. Then e-commerce, inventory, recommendation, orders, Amazon is using it, and Shopify is using. Then social media, user data, content delivery, ads, all that. Meta and TikTok are using this. Okay. Then you have education. So you have student record, LMS platform, Coursera and Canvas. So these are all your data here. See, our government, we are not using SQL Server. This is United States. Okay. So then your entertainment. Okay, Netflix and Spotify uses SQL Server.
Okay, okay. TikTok,
Okay,
something.
yeah.
TikTok also.
TikTok also they will use the SQL Server. That is the quick reference. Now here in this chapter we have done this practical already. Okay, so we created this local dev DBA, all that we done it. Okay, so now we will see that the importance of schema here. Okay,
Yes.
schema, what is schema, rational model, design, all that. Okay, you want to do it or you want me to continue or you want to do it tomorrow?
So tomorrow we will continue for schema. Okay.
Okay, so you are asking about schema, right? What is schema,
Yes.
what is that? Okay,
Yes.
so we'll
Yes.
do all this schema. You have it here, importance, you see it. I made a lot of presentation here for schema. Okay, you see house, then house schema, real estate, all that, architectural takeaway, data types. Okay, importance. Okay, why schema design is required. Okay, so all that we will do that in a tomorrow class. You just ping me at 7:50 itself. Will you ping me? We will start it. Okay, schema we will cover in one class.
Okay. 7:15, 15, 1.
50. Oh, sorry, not 6:50.
50.
650.